somebody else a chance, Lydia. My name's Lydia. Oh, yeah, I know. Nice to meet you.
Really funny, but
Well, maybe Ivan.
no, I'm kidding.
Huh?
You took the corner too fast. Yeah. Falling over. It all come around that corner.
I don't think so.
It should be right there. That one right there. Yep.
No.
Okay, we might as well put them on, Ed.
I wish they might well finish it off.
Yep. They are good.
Grandma going swimming.
We never get to do anything together. We have our barbecue in September, but we're all working. And then, take over here and sit down.
You got a thought?
Good too.
I watch you every once in a while down at the beach.
And I'm running away. Drinking all. I got a hamburger. Soft more of okay.
Is the relish coming into that okay? Is anybody complaining?
When they hear Campobello, they always think of the Roosevelt. She said, but that's just because he became president, you know. There were a lot of other people here before him. But she really put her finger on I think, the wider picture here, which is that the Roosevelts wouldn't have come if there hadn't been other people here. And both the people from their class and society from the New York, Philadelphia days, the high society of the late 19th century, but they wouldn't have been here if the Owens hadn't been here, and the Owens wouldn't have been able to be here if the island people hadn't kept things going and the fishing and all that was done. And we know that fall in September, while the men, there were about a little less than 150, around 537, were getting things ready for the winter and so on. He was given permission to come down the coast exploring. We know that he came to Campobello Island because it's on his map, and the maps that he drew, and what we call Head Harbor at the end of the island, he called Okakil, shellfish, oyster bay. Actually, Okakil is in shellfish. It isn't oysters, but it refers to the cockles and mussels. And and we know that he got down as far as he went up the Penobscot River. He had a huge meeting at the site of modern-day Bangor, where the rapids are, with the native tribes. It was a kind of all-night, called them tabagi.
Pets.
The pets?
Yes.
Sure.
They're lovely. Look at them. Oh my God. Which one is Toad?
That's the black.
That's Toad
See
and
the
that's
face
Badger.
here? This is what I did.
You know.
Yep.
Stay in there then.
Did you, Katie?
Hi, sweetheart. Oh, you little darling. Yes. Oh, don't you come out. You better stay in there.
Oh, yes. I get half a chance. I'll run away on you now.
Don't get out.
Where you going?
No, I have a
Oh, you
friend
took
who
Dale to
lives
see
in.
you, huh? Did you ask?
These are all about these guys, but not these two. They're his friends. These are Gilbert's friends. See? Look. He's taking you somewhere special tomorrow, Gilbert, and we must get you all ready. We'll make sure you look great and you smell good too. Because when he went to the library, he smelled like strawberries. Have you watched Gilbert's chubby white belly, his perky black ears, and his lovely feet, and of course his long, beautiful pigtail. You know Gilbert said, Kathy said you're definitely a handsome rat.
Glad to see you down there. You gonna have a piece of this? Me?
No, right
No.
for Splenda, is it?
Huh?
Right for Splenda?
Couple sausages there and that's it.
Would you like whipped cream on that?
Sure.
You want it back? And they said no.
Add a little music.
Can't hold it much longer.
Okay. Oh, you have it. Oh, thank you.
They're trying to get out. Yeah, okay, good enough. Have fun up there.
He didn't realize it, did he? He didn't know. He just said it. Oh my God, that's.
This is actually probably the best area in New Brunswick for collecting stories. The pace of length. The actual fact of the matter is, this will be the book that will come out next in my series of books that I've done. And my biggest problem with this book was to cover all the counties of New Brunswick. And when I got the story number 52, which is what was the requirement, I had to do 52 stories, at least 1,000 words each. And when I got the number 52 and looked it over, I realized I had 6 stories from Charlotte County. And that was probably 4 too many. But they're still in here. Because I just said I'm not gonna delete them at this point and go on. So I'll read you one of these of a character, of course. So, like most, he doesn't see it. Indeed, most characters are oblivious to what makes him special for a writer. I first met Dan as one of the 3 residents of Roosevelt's beloved Isle, who greeted tourists at the aforementioned Liar's Bench overlooking Head Harbor. I didn't know it at the time, but I'd driven right by the shed where he makes and sells several hundred bird feeders each year, modeled after the East Quaddy Lighthouse just beyond the Liar's Bench. By day, Dan makes his living as a carpenter, and this takes him to sites with storied background all over Campobello. He never misses a chance to tell these stories when I visit. Knowing I like to hike, on one occasion he suggested we do some exploring on the north end of the island. He had just had some problems with his legs, and in fact had been in hospital and then laid up for some time. So I was a bit concerned that he might be taking on too much, but I was wrong. We began at the old fertilizer plant on the south side of Head Harbor Passage and walked through an overgrown woodcutter's trail into the deeper woods. Fresh cut trails indicated that loggers were in the area removing big spruce. Judging from our ring counts in the 125-year range, these trees had flourished since the days of wooden ships and iron men. Dan wanted me to see the East Quaddy Head Light from the perspective of a...
I can turn my window left. That way. Come on, let go.
Receiving one gift can be far more expensive than the giving of many gifts. How can this be? Well, let me explain. It began when we decided to get rid of the carpet in our living room and dining room. It was getting extremely old and worn looking, plus I was beginning to develop allergies, so we decided that throwing the carpet out might help. The bare floor underneath consisted of inexpensive chipboard. I sanded it, and we applied 2 or 3 coats of bluish-green paint. We intended to put better flooring on top of it, but decided we could live with it for a year or 2. When our 2 daughters, then in university, would come home for a visit, they would always remark that we should get hardwood flooring. We agreed, but were in no immediate hurry. So when Christmas arrived, Michelle and Kathy gave us a beautiful surprise gift. It was a Neria rug about 8 feet long and 5.5 feet wide. It was dark green with a pattern of burgundy, beige, and navy blue. There was just one problem. It did not go with the blue-green floor. Even I could see that. Our daughters, the devious rascals, knew it wouldn't match. That was part of their plan. It would look really good on a hardwood floor, they remarked more than once. Months passed.
benefit would raise $400 to $500 if the community responded as usual. It would get Linda and the baby through the coming winter. Then she would probably move back in with her mother, look for a job, and face the cruel twist that her life had taken. Louise stood on the stage feeling nervous, even though she knew most of the people, as she had sung in the Baptist church choir for many a Sunday. She looked at the audience and saw Calvin in the back. They had been dating since their senior year in high school. She used to tell him of her dream of being a professional singer, being the newest recording star.
When she has the silver, see what you got up there for it.
No, I like that sausages and like spaghetti sauce and stuff. I don't recommend eating one in a bun, but
Being from the province of New Brunswick, not knowing much about our history, our geology. And the reason why this is the wrong waterfall is I was invited out by a friend. He was going through a tough time, a recent breakup in his marriage. And, he asked me to go on a waterfall excursion. So I said, all right. So, and that's to conclude our presentation for the evening. And through that question, I was connected to one of the forest rangers who said, yeah, I took the picture, and it'd be him in a walk. And she used to charge kids pennies to go in and swim or fish. So the kids started calling it names.